Hello and welcome to Party Hard, which, just to grossly oversimplify it, is sort of a slow-paced, strategic Hotline Miami-like, in which we're just going to slaughter people who made the mistake of going to various parties around the country. Up in the very top right here, it says our soundtrack is the YouTube version. I played this whole game with the original soundtrack. Apparently there's a YouTube-friendly version as well. And I'm just gonna test it out now. I think the original soundtrack gets you copyright claims and stuff. Funny thing is, the original soundtrack isn't good. So if the YouTube version doesn't cause me any problems, all the better. Happy to dump that thing. But before we can begin the carnage, we are going to have to learn the storyline. Normally when you start the game up completely fresh, you go through a tutorial. That tutorial has an associated cutscene that plays one before, an additional one after. But since I've completed the game, I cannot play the tutorial ever again. Therefore, I will be playing the cutscene from here. Let's find out what the story of Party Hard is. Why will there be so much violence?
My name is Inspector John West. I was...
Take your time, Mr. West. Deep breaths. You want a drink?
Whiskey. Hold the rocks.
Hold the rocks. Hilarious, Mr. West.
Fuck you. My name is Inspector John West. I was the officer in command on the Party Hard killings.
Can you describe to me exactly what the Party Hard killings were?
They were a series of murders strung across the U.S. during the autumn break of 2000, exclusively taking place in and around house parties, rooftop parties, cruise parties, you name it. This guy was there, stabbing his way through the crowds.
And what was the motive, Mr. West?
This guy, he just wanted some peace and quiet.
Maybe you should start from the beginning, Inspector. It might give us a better idea of where this all went so wrong.
Yes, unfortunately, we're going to have to hear a lot of that gruff-voiced cop being interviewed. Even more right now.
One of my officers responded to a call near North Beach. It was the end of April, so typically a bunch of the college kids in the area were getting hammered instead of prepping for their finals. If only the stupid bastards knew.
Voice acting is not a strong suit, but we've got a story, so I'm going to let the game tell it. Piece by piece. Hopefully, I won't have to return to this screen too often. This is only here because some of the levels get kind of frustrating, and in case I am unable to complete them in a tolerable manner, we're just going to go to the cutscene menu, watch the cutscene of moving on to the next level, and then just skip ahead. You'll see what I mean soon enough. So like I said, there's supposed to be a tutorial. We can't watch it. It's just like 3 quick kills anyway. Here's the first real level. Got some characters we could select between. I'm going to stick with our default, the Party Hard Killer. Oh, are they going to make us listen to this song the whole game? That's going to be something. I considered making my own playlist, just in case. And never got around to it. Anyway, draw first blood. By which I mean 12 murders from a golf cart. Additional victims out here. We have in our repertoire the ability to run, the ability to stab, but also hide bodies. The only way to get some sleep is to kill literally everybody. You'd think one murder would spoil the party. Apparently not. Everyone has to die. oh, look through this window here. There's a drug deal going on, and the drug dealers were narcs. They called in SWAT. SWAT comes in. They kill everybody. If you're in the room as the drug deal's going down, you die as well. If there are random civilians that pass through the room while SWAT is doing their drug bust, the random civilians die. Everyone in that room dies when the bust happens. But after the bust, we get a free item. The drugs that they were dealing. So now we can poison people's drinks. There's a lot of traps all around. You can rig this stove to explode. Typically, traps will not cause enemies to freak out as people die from the traps. The traps are pretty handy. If we can get the maximum number of kills per trap, we will be doing pretty well, because we are outnumbered 53-1 here. And every single person has to die. This trap, you break the bookshelf. I have absolutely no idea what it does. I've never gotten the trap itself to trigger. So, whatever. Free kill at the computer. That guy never turns around, never witnesses anything. His body will probably get found. There it is. Uh-oh. I got spotted. But we can make phone calls ourselves to increase chaos as we're running from police. And I just noticed that our point of escape, the window in the back corner on the top right, got destroyed. I'll point out how that happens later on, because it's going to happen again. You're only allowed to use escape routes once. After you use them once, they are used up. But it's kind of a good thing to die, because it creates a new loadout of stuff that can happen. New traps appear, like this horse. Horse, free kill. Because that was a trap kill, we are not responsible. And the cop goes to investigate the horse, but I missed my chance. We cannot stab kill the cop, but we can get the horse to kill the cop. For some reason, this dude thinks I'm the killer, and he's right. Probably something to do with my hockey mask, but he didn't witness me killing any victims. I don't know what the deal was there. That happens sometimes, and you just deal with it. The horse is gone. The punch bowl is gone. We're basically back on the first layout that we had my first time through. And this is why I do not promise to successfully kill everybody on every level. Because sometimes you can get all the way to the end and then just get busted or killed. And then you got to do the entire level over again. And it's frustrating, and I don't need to deal with that, neither does anybody else, so. Sometimes we're just going to skip levels. I'm going to say if this run doesn't go particularly well, we'll skip the level. Also, in chat it was pointed out that the bookcase did trigger last time. I missed it. I wasn't paying attention, but maybe some keen-eyed viewers saw it kill somebody. So we summoned additional victims in the party limo. As far as I know, they won't do anything. They won't react to witnessing crimes. You can stab them yourself. They're just here, those bikini ladies up at the top. They're just here to party. And party hard, even if that means their own death. If we're too close to the trick stove when it goes off, it will kill us. Everyone's running from it though, so I guess I will hide a body in the ice chest. Cops aren't on to me yet. We got lovers over on the lawn. That's 2 easy kills. Okay, she's not gonna go call the cops, though. Just gotta watch out for witnesses. We got 2 clones in the room over here. Unfortunately, there's a window, so I can't stab people while the clones are watching. We hide these guys around the corner. We're good. Stabbing time. Clown is down. So is the punk and everybody else. This room in the top right, I've been saving it. We can kick over this gas can and ruin the science experiment by setting it ablaze. Just a few easy kills. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, our character has no stamina, no strength, no one likes him. And my viable means of escape, I set on fire. That's my own fault. Did we get anything new in this layout? I don't think so. I don't think there's much else to see here. Call in. Okay, pest control. Pest control is cool. Probably going to see them a few times throughout the game, but they go to a part of the map. They set up foggers, and people start dying because they don't clear the area first. And apparently one of them is going to call the police on himself for causing a few deaths. Really about all there is to see of this level, though. We can also knock over this. I'll start the fire. Hop out the window. Wait for the fire crew to get here. And when they get here, they all crowd into the room where the fire is. You knock the tree over, they all die. The fire eventually burns itself out. And I'm going back to jail. So that's one level. The first level, like I said, is a tutorial that you basically cannot fail. And then they throw you to this level with like 50 kills, and it's really, really hard. It's maybe the 3rd or 4th hardest level in the whole game. But if we had completed it, we would see this.
You arrived at the scene after the assailant had fled, correct?
A little after 3 a.m., yeah.
Were you aware of his current mental state at the time, Mr. West?
His mental state?
His confusion, the blood dripping from his hands, like someone else was driving him forward, yet a bright light leading him onwards.
I heard that bright light, as you so eloquently put it, was just a bunch of biker trash scumbags in search of lost souls. Guess he must have hitched a ride with them somehow.
Perhaps it was when they realized that the party was already dead. Excuse the pun. Speaking of dead, wasn't your daughter Katie at that party, Mr. West?
Seeing her blood zigzagging between those bathroom tiles, it was like a sledgehammer using my stomach as a welcome mat, drowning without water. Jesus. She was so messed up that I couldn't even ID the body.
I love the extreme tonal inconsistency between the cutscenes and the gameplay, where the kills are kind of wacky and hilariously sadistic. And then you get the Mr. West interview, and he's waxing poetic about how gruesome everything is. So hardcore. So we can break the bike. I have no idea what breaking the bike does. Maybe I'll find out this time, like I did the bookshelf. Hide bodies in the hay. You can teleport. There we go, inside the library. Thought that guy was gonna see me through the window. These guys are beating each other up. That happens sometimes. Cops do occasionally arrest the other partygoers. If you cause enough chaos and make it look like other people are doing the murders, the cops will arrest them instead. And that counts as a free kill. Luckily, we can walk right through the bear trap, but if anyone else touches it, they're dead. Probably should have saved the garage. You can throw people on the grill. Throw a waiter on the grill. Never gotten the pissed off bull before. Let's see. Yeah, that's about what I would do if I were a pissed off bull. Typically, traps can only be used once. Appears to be the case with all the ones I've used so far. Remember this level being a lot easier than the first one. And also, look at all the available traps. Looks like the only ones I haven't used... Oh, here's the cop arresting someone for being black at a biker party. Literally the one black guy on the map. Good God. It's pretty much random, but funny when it turns out that way. We appear to have called burglars. Burglar set up a bomb. Don't think that's going to end well for the other partygoers. Doing me a favor, though. SWAT is here, and SWAT is indiscriminate. SWAT's just going to kill everybody. And gives me a chance. Do some stuff. Cops can't use these little ladders or tunnels or anything. If you annoy a cop for long enough, they'll forget about you. This one is abnormally persistent. There he is. He's too old for this shit. So that cop's out of here. And here's Mario. Mario came to break the subterranean passageway that saved me. It's literally Mario. He emerges from a toilet, destroys the thing that had saved you, and makes it unusable, and then he returns to a toilet. He's unkillable. He just makes your life hell anytime you escape from the cops. Oh, we called a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Fortunately, he's heading right for me. Yeah, he killed me. I don't know why that happened. Seemed like there were far easier people for him to kill. Horse is back. We got chickens over on the lawn. Chickens are good for building a nice combo. You're going for a high score. Want me to get it. And now the punk's getting arrested. At least he will eventually after the cop cleans up all the bodies. Might get the serial killer again. Yep, there he is. But we might have a savior here. Yeah, we have a change of clothes. In classic Hitman fashion. Changing our clothes makes us invisible retroactively. Oh, that will most certainly come in handy. We can get ourselves dead to rights, guaranteed to be caught by the cops, and then just change our clothes and get away with it. Oh, the waiter woke up and walked away as I was stabbing him. I do wish the camera sort of panned around a little closer to the player. It was easier to tell what was going on at any given time. There's a certain charm to being able to see the whole map. Cops are on to me. Not anymore. I used my get out of jail free though. I've only got half the kills I need. One of the important skills, being able to like guard a phone, such that as enemies go to use the phone to tattle on you, you stab them, and no one ever makes the call to the police. But those bikers up top are gonna die from food poisoning. Just gotta hope they don't witness any crimes on their way out. Sometimes if you get spotted too close to a fresh body, they will assume that you're the murderer, correctly. Even though they can't prove it in a court of law, you still get arrested. We don't have to worry about paramedics. Paramedics will never tell the cops on us. Like paramedics and Mario, they don't count as participants in the killing spree. They're just crime scene cleanup. And we're doing pretty well here. We just have a bit of cleanup to do ourselves. I was gonna drop the car on them, but they split up. They did leave this punk alone. Oh, there's a manhole up here where you can hide bodies. I've never even considered going all the way up to that corner. Every single remaining partier is right in here. We can dance with them. They don't like it. Everyone hates our dancing. Our stamina when we need to run away from cops is atrocious. It's one of the most frustrating things about this game. Like everyone's dispersing. Sometimes if a cop just looks at you, they'll decide that you're the killer. You kind of want to avoid eye contact as possible. Especially when you're late in the level like this. Pretty sure the guitar guy won't react, even if I stab people in front of him. And stab him, for that matter. 2 left. Guy's trying to call the police on me. But just gotta catch up to him. Get back here. Why are you faster than me? Like he's running for his life or something. Okay, going right where I needed it. That's a win condition. Even though the cop is right on my case, he cannot arrest me after I win. And so I'm just gonna slide into place, do my victory dance, right in the cop's face. Take that, sucker. And that is why I probably won't be winning a lot of these levels, is because it's pretty tedious to clean up the last couple of enemies. I guess we're the enemy. But we're cleaning them up anyway. That's what it takes to beat one level of this game. Anyway, another cutscene.
took me off the case after what happened with Katie. But let's just say it was keeping up to speed by other means. Once the ranch massacre happened, my colleagues were more than happy to unofficially keep me informed. It seemed obvious to me that this was just the beginning, and I had Las Vegas down as one of the contenders for the next attack. Of course, the problem is that Las Vegas is one hell of a landmass to keep a watchful eye over. The kicker is that he was spotted leaving the scene on a shuttle bus. A goddamn bus.
So you're saying the perpetrator was calm even after what he'd just done?
I'm saying this guy was a fucking psycho.
Please, Mr. West, try to stay professional.
You're a funny guy. Either way, I still don't know how he evaded the entire police force descending down on him. It was like the devil was on his side.
Yeah, I'm willing to get behind that. You see the devil being pro-party massacre. Probably show off these other characters at some point, but we'll stick with the guy who's trying to get some sleep by apparently killing absolutely everybody, such that the concept of parties is destroyed forever. No one ever parties again. This is a contender for the hardest level in the game, in my opinion. It's got a lot of enemies and there's no visual cover anywhere. All the sneaking around and stuff I did behind walls, that just doesn't work here. The bodyguard watched me commit that murder, but he don't care. I believe the bodyguard doesn't even count as a victim, but he will beat you up and arrest you if he spots you. This is the level that I spent the longest time stuck on. So I highly doubt we'll be beating this one. Okay, Darth Vader's a-coming. Darth Vader's down. It's gonna hide all the corpses in an unofficial area here. Okay, I don't know why the FBI's here. Oh, there's a burglary happening in the top right. Also, this is not the FBI. This is a vendor. He'll give us additional items. I don't want to poison the punch now, because the longer the food stays poisoned, the more deaths it will inflict. People sort of file in, get their drinks, and leave. Oh, accidentally activated a hint there. Hints just appear randomly throughout the levels. This one happens to be useful because we got spare clothes now. But what we have, what I was trying to do here, was activate this gumball machine. I don't know what it actually is, but I'm pretty sure that's a gumball machine. And for some reason, the gumball machine explodes after a few seconds. I don't know the science behind that. Maybe gumballs are flammable, but these beaker towers, those definitely have good reason to explode. And can't believe that one hasn't gone off yet. Oh, someone has to get close enough to activate it. This cowboy in the corner just found my corpse corner. And he's not having a good day. Oh, we got a bot in chat. Yes, I should deal with that. Those burglars are just going to town up there. You would think this corner would have visual cover because of this thing, but typically doesn't. I can't stab the stripper yet. Trying to ban bots here. Okay, I think I got my chance. I also suspect the game might have automatically switched back to the default soundtrack, so I might just get muted. Hopefully not, though. I'm hoping the soundtrack doesn't cause me too many problems. Typically pretty hard to kill the people on stage. But we do have a hanging live wire. And stab the burglars. They don't count as victims, so it doesn't really matter. I have 2 spare clothes, so I'm doing really well. I should probably just start going bananas with my knife. Ah. Dodging my blade, just barely. Leave a corpse by the cop car. That's rude. Grand Theft Auto rules. I touched the cop, therefore I'm the criminal. And I'm arrested. Give this one more go, but this level, like I said, is ridiculously hard, and I have no intention to beat it. Also, it has very few traps. Like, this whole level has very little going for it. It's frankly not a good level, and I didn't want to play it at all. I sort of muscled my way through it. Was very happy to have it done with, because most of the other levels are way, way better than this one. Poison the punch. Burglars are fighting a bodyguard up at the top, but they killed him. That's the drummer, the redhead over by the dumpsters on the right. And one time I disturbed her from drumming. Got her to leave the area. And then later on she calmed down and started drumming again. And she just set up her drum kit where she was standing. Maybe that'll happen again, but she poisoned herself, so I don't think she's going to live long enough. Oh yeah, the UFO. You gotta call in the UFO that is inexplicably in this level. No one watched me do a crime, but they called the cops on me anyway. So we're barely gonna get to see the UFO. Just gonna sneak in and activate the UFO immediately this time. Pretty sure the only results you can get from a phone call in this level is for the UFO to arrive. So it should be back again. And the UFO doesn't do anything besides drop some aliens. And the aliens are just optional victims. So it's like a cool set piece, but it blocks a quarter of the level. So I don't know what's going on underneath the UFO here, but there are victims I need to kill down there. It's gonna take a long time before the UFO leaves. And the aliens just sort of watch you kill. I think they'll, like, comment if they see me kill somebody. Or I'll just kill him. Whatever. Okay, I got arrested by the bodyguard. So that's really all there is to see of this level. It's just a weak entry that really should have been maybe 2 or 3 levels later. It sets a bad precedent, the gameplay design, which the rest of the game doesn't really live up to. So here's the cutscene you would have seen if we beat the level.
The Vegas killings were the ones that really threw this son of a bitch into the spotlight. That's when the papers started calling him the party hard killer. 2 massacres in one night. He had the gall to stalk the streets with cops all around him, sectioning off the city. and he'd simply pick another spot to call his killing ground.
But you know, Mr. West, the city, this living, breathing organism doused in lights and scars, it can really bring feelings bubbling up to the surface for some people.
Is that so? Why a roof party then? It made no sense with his MO.
On the contrary, Mr. West, I'd suggest it made perfect sense, being so close to the sky, yet behaving like worms. Perhaps he felt that those people simply deserved to be back in the dirt, where they belonged.
So weird that the interviewer is a much better voice actor than the cop. And it's got, like, weirder, more disturbing lines than the cop. I think we're supposed to suspect the interviewer might be the party hard killer or something. Hard to say. This level, you can start out by electrifying the dance floor and killing everybody. 24 kills immediately. So even though this has a decent number of targets, they a full quarter of them simply don't matter. For some reason, we have a golf cart on the roof. Nice thing about the golf cart is we can call in a conga line. Not that it matters if I'm dead, because a cop ran and activated the bomb that I set up. Oh, that's right. I'm going to do the correct strategy here. You can start moving before your video is loaded in, and that will allow you to get the maximum number of kills out of electrifying the dance floor. Let's start the conga line. We do still have this. The conga line will line up directly in front of the golf cart. We're almost done with this level. Not really, this is the hard part. Getting rid of these bodyguards is kind of tough. There we go, there's one down. But with traps alone, we have more than 50 kills. This level is like an apology for the last one. This one's really good. I forget what happens if you make a call, but... Oh, I think it might summon... Oh, it summoned the vendor. Yeah, down here, it was pointed out in chat. Can kill the window washers for no reason. Doesn't count as a victim. You get no points. It just makes a funny sound. I'm pretty confident we do not need to kill that bodyguard. Where did the vendor go? Did he just leave? Super easy to commit murders over here. Not thrilled that I just got spotted, though. Because there are no escape routes on the rooftop. One more kill I want to show off. Might as well get the good start. Straight for this. 33 this time. The AC's units can toss people into them. There we go, we got a volunteer up in the corner. He will have moved by the time I get the chance to tuck him in, though. There we go. Volunteer. Honestly, could have been a more gruesome animation. But, I'll take what I can get. Don't often get to throw people into spinning fan blades. This is another level with very few variances. Not a hell of a lot going on, and if someone tells the cops that you're here, Your only chance is to get really, really, really far away and hope that they're on the other side of the map when they start chasing you. Otherwise, they will catch up. Stab the DJ, just cut his head off, and he'll just keep spinning. What does he care? He's feeling the music. Now, even with the DJ decapitated, we can start a conga line. People are that eager to conga. Gloria Estefan is irresistible. This time we got a briefcase up in the VIP area. Managed to activate the gumball machine, so he's going to go back and die. Great kill. Spare clothes. Ooh, she wants to go in the AC machine. The gumball machine went off. Volunteer. Okay, if everyone files into the VIP area, we can get them super easy. But they didn't. I'm gonna wait for the cop to do cop stuff. That guy poisoned himself. Okay, she had her back turned, so she didn't see me. Oh, there's a kill up here. I could have thrown him off the roof. He was waiting for me to do it, but didn't get to him in time. Let's be bold. Stab while the stabbing's good. Or remain. Okay, one guy left. And he is not going towards the phone, so he's done for. I'm guarding the only exit. Stuck on a chair, though. This again. He trusted the police. We're gonna dance mid-arrest one more time to wrap up another 5-minute level, which, to be honest, is skewing towards the shorter end of some of these levels.
And then there was nothing. Months and months of goddamn nothing. Just frustrating goddamn silence. The shadow had swept through our lives and then hidden away like the yellow-bellied piece of shit that he is.
Mr. West, please, let's stick to the facts. What do you think he was doing during this time?
Damned if I know. Tell you what, though, those months dragged and dragged. The papers wanted names. There was severe public unease. The police force was a laughingstock. You'd never guess that one single sicko could rip this country apart so badly. And then one day, out in the desert, there was an encounter.
What kind of encounter?
A guy driving late one night told us he nearly hit this guy who stepped out in the middle of the road. Apparently, he didn't say much, although the driver was in shock, as you'd expect. He sort of just threw a flyer at the guy's feet. Said he needed help.
Needed help? What kind of help?
Said he needed a ride to a party on a boat.
Boat party. In Texas, apparently. So this has a lot going on compared to the previous few levels. Take a free backstab on a bodyguard when I can. Poison the punch. I think I'll make a phone call too. Okay, no one responded to my phone call. That happens sometimes. Oh, wait, they're on the back. The back deck is being fumigated. With a fursuiter and a punk, all dead. And I received a bomb for my troubles. Bomb might be perfect to plant on the dance floor. This one has 3 separate escape routes. They're all relatively useful. And it's got this area here where we can throw people to the shark. A very memorable little kill. It is possible for this ship to essentially hit an iceberg, and it will partially sink. The area back here will be submerged, and anyone on it will die. But I don't know how to make that happen. Maybe it just happens randomly. Hard to tell in this game. The guy with the fursuit head tends to have very bad peripheral vision. He really needs a handler, but he's overconfident. Here we go. Someone for the shark. Another person for the shark. Hungry ass shark. Having a very good day. Another shark volunteer. You know, my blind playthrough of this, I never once fed anyone to the shark. I did do it on a replay. There's a remix of this level and most of the other levels. We'll take a look at those remixes after I finish the main storyline. That's when I learned about feeding people to sharks for fun and profit. Still got that bomb. Guess I'll use my bomb where the enemies are most concentrated. Sort of moving in and out of this area. I think I only got 1 or 2 kills. The bomb only kills in a very small radius, but usually it knocks out people that are a little bit outside of that radius. SWAT's here. I'm gonna have to stay near teleportation exits, because, well, will just arrest me. A hungry shark is waiting. guess SWAT might show up when you plant a bomb to make a certain amount of sense. Uh-oh. Okay, the clown did not call the cops on me. They called the cops on the corpse. I'm still in the clear. Apparently this... Okay, the waiter was alive. Oh, we got SWAT up there. It's kind of hard to keep track of my character. As I'm moving through the corridors. What could theoretically be helpful, but haven't been so far. He knows I'm the killer. He's going for the cops. I've got an escape route. It will get destroyed by Mario, but just gonna have to live with that. Killed the Baywatch lifeguard. Oh, man. Well, it's all over my case. Okay, the cop just left. And SWAT's out of here, too. Things are looking up. But Mario is breaking that one hatch. The stab hitbox is super weird. Played a bunch of this game and I'm still getting used to it. Oh, the guy who's just wearing a towel. One victim. All the way at the top. Got a shortcut. But he'll have been gone from that area by the time I get to the shortcut. Okay, he's coming right for me. Gotcha. Now let's see how far I have to walk before I can do my victory dance. Because you have to do your victory dance or the level doesn't end. Here we go. Yep, that's a pretty excellent level. It doesn't have many variances, but it's really good.
Ah, yes, I heard about the cruise liner disaster. Although I assume it wasn't the rushing water that killed those people, as the news had us believe.
Sometimes it's easier to keep the people safe by shielding them from the truth.
Yes, well, that's an interesting sentiment, although I'm guessing the people on that boat may have felt a bit shortchanged. Though while we're on the topic of truth, you were about to discover a truth of your own, am I right, Mr. West?
The girl.
Yes, the girl. Tell me about the girl, Mr. West.
From what I understand, she'd been following him since he first began his descent to madness.
Stalking him, perhaps?
Label it what you want. Seems like she was a fan of his work. Wanted to study his methods, as sick as it sounds. She was always a troubled child.
You seem to be well acquainted with our newly found heroine, Mr. West.
And you know exactly why, you son of a bitch. It was Katie. It was my daughter.
We're stealing the fans plotline from Hotline Miami 2. As we go to the Miami party. So the first time you play this level, you have to play as the girl. It's the only option among all the characters. This time it apparently gives me free choice, but I'm going to choose the girl. Because I don't deserve that reward just yet. So the girl has her own gimmicks. We cannot just stab people. We need to knock them down first, then we can stab their unconscious bodies. Smoke grenade is a good item. That will serve us well. Yeah, palm trees we can knock down, punch we can poison, porta potties we can blow up. Many, many options. You'd think she would blend in way better and be able to get away with stuff. But no, the bouncers still come right for us. Kill the dancing guy from Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Let's see who's on the phone. Oh wait, I know who's on the phone. I shouldn't have called the phone just yet. The phone will always summon zombies. There they are, down at the bottom of the screen. Zombies are probably going to come kill my vendor. Yep. Not only do they kill the vendor, they zombify the vendor. Not that it matters, because he just died anyway. Okay, I've been caught somehow. I'm going to hide by the porta potties. And the cop will have to chase me and die. I got away with murder. For some reason, they're going to arrest the punk. The dead punk. Yeah, they arrested the punk's corpse. Why not? Meanwhile, the zombies are proliferating through the dance floor. So normally what I like to do is kill like half the people. And then send in the zombies to clean it up safely. Let's start stabbing. You have to knock people over, even if they're already asleep. You can stab them. Zombies we can get in one go, though. They will try to zombify you. They will die instantly when stabbed. There. It's a one-hit kill if they touch you. And almost everybody is dead. My timing is very bad with my stab. I should have died 2 or 3 times at this point. Get lucky. Okay, there's no one left except for one human in the corner. But the zombies do have to be cleared out. I wonder if the gruff, badass narration is going to mention the zombie apocalypse that happened in the middle of our killing spree. Or maybe it's not happening. They look like zombies to you? Stationary zombies are the most dangerous kind. Because they can, as you're approaching them, they can just start moving. And when they're already moving, they're much more predictable. So far, so good. Like I said, one touch. I'm dead. Usually I can win the quick draw. The zombies are pretty slow. Never had to use my smoke bomb. I'm pretty confident we'll get a lot of use out of smoke bomb in other levels. So close. Not sure why the zombie's walking away and almost killed me. Really faked me out. Usually they go right for you. Alright, victory. Sure, I'm a murderer, but I did save the world from all getting wiped out by zombies, so... Go me. Slashing that ass. Let's move on.
I didn't catch them in Miami. I didn't even visit the scene.
Why was that, Mr. West?
Tired, I guess. I'd been chasing this nut job for months by that point, and now that Katie was confirmed to be in his company, it was a lot for one man to take in.
How did you think Katie was involved, Mr. West? She was always one to be driven by danger, correct?
It's a strange, fucked up situation you're in if you're hoping, praying that your own daughter had been snatched away by a madman. It was better than the alternatives.
It must have crossed your mind that Katie was, in fact, the killer all along? It would have been clever, really, faking her own death to escape an abusive father. How was your relationship with your daughter, Mr. West?
God damn you. God fucking damn you.
Wow, our cop was abusive to his family. What are the odds? About 42%, I believe, as of this recording. Onto the party bus. We'll return to our default character. I'll go through the other characters when I go to the remix levels. The party bus is a silly little gimmick. We got 34 people, all crammed into a tiny little area. For some reason, the bus is already bleeding. Doors are weeping gore, running down the side of the bus. The front of the bus is already splattered with guts. I don't know what happened here. It wasn't good. Here's our smoke bomb. Drop it. Blinds everybody in the area so we can just stab freely. Easy way to rack up a huge combo. Just filling our way through. I'm not even sure there is a way to lose this level. I don't think there's a phone here. I think the whole point of this is just to get the highest score possible. Maintain your combo through like all the kills. Our smoke bomb has a cooldown, so even though we have two, we can't throw them in rapid succession. Yeah, that level typically takes less than a minute. I was just lathering and showing stuff off.
I finally caught them a few weeks later, out in the middle of nowhere. His car just pulled up onto a dirt path.
What was he doing, Mr. West?
I'd been staring at photos of Katie every night for the last month. The ink had started to run off where I'd been pressing the corners so tightly.
What was he doing, Mr. West?
He was admiring his handiwork.
I wouldn't worry, Mr. West. The chances are it's what she wanted anyway. To be one of his works of art, so to speak.
Fuck you. I was ready to put a bullet in the back of his head there and then. It would have been so easy, so satisfying. It was what he deserved.
What changed your mind?
I'm a cop, Darius. The American people rely on figures like myself to uphold the law. Killing him would have made us one and the same.
How very noble of you, John.
Once again, fuck you. But you know, the world has a funny way of showing gratitude for such selfless acts.
I assume you're referring to the blinding light that apparently engulfed your car.
I still have no idea what it was, or what caused it. I guess this terror of darkness has somehow found a friend in the light. And of course, when I came to, I found my car had made a strong connection with rather incompatible foliage. Worse still, my back seat was devoid of serial killers.
We caught the killer, and we drove headlong into a tree, and he got away. After he killed Katie, of course. You'd think that would make her not playable anymore, but there she is. We can still play as her. We'll take our default killer out to this mess. I'll summon in the campfire. Ooh, down here. This tent can also push someone in, then set the tent on fire. Push this down. You know, I've never actually gotten a kill by collapsing the tower before. I always thought it was pretty much pointless. More smoke bombs. We can see them at a non-gimmick level. I don't think I got this trap, or at least I didn't use it properly last time I played this level. But apparently I can throw someone in the porta potty. Lethally. Set off the beaker bombs. Surely someone's about to come over to this. Now visually, I don't know what's going on here. But functionally, we're throwing people into a saw blade. And they leave no evidence behind. I mean, you'd think people would be more worried about the saw blade completely covered in blood, but they're not. And that is their downfall. Easy to get a lot of free kills there. It's this level's shark. Forget what happens when we make a phone call. Probably nothing too exciting. Oh, fumigators. Outdoor fumigators. I'm probably busted. Oh, I got fumigated. I think I managed to get the cop fumigated as well. But I didn't live long enough to reap the rewards. Okay. It was worth dying. Because now the party bear is here. Watch the party bear. Party bear is the star of the show. Maybe the best trap in the whole game. But he's not a trap. Look at him. Party bear is happy and friendly. Eat the sheep agrees. So periodically, Party Bear will stop partying. And the guy in the bandana will attack him. Get him back in action. If only the guy in the bandana weren't here. Party Bear would have his freedom. Okay, Party Bear is free. Party Bear should just start indiscriminately eating people, including me, if I'm not careful. If you're in the cloud from a smoke bomb, as the smoke bomb ends, you are still considered the killer. Witnesses can tattle on you. Because the logic is simply that you're the only one left standing. Makes a certain amount of sense. Where's my party bear? Oh, he's on the dock. He's gonna suffocate. Kill the cowboy, party bear. Do me proud. You can be my Katie, now that I've killed her already. Well, we got the vendor here. Wonder what the vendor has. If we don't get to the vendor in time, he will just leave without us collecting his item, which is stun bombs. set up a stun bomb, I don't think I'm really gonna take too much heed. Everyone who could potentially witness me is asleep. Okay, they're gonna arrest her. Oh, for some reason, the cop spotted me through the fog. Oh well. I had an opportunity to smash Party Bear. Glad I didn't, but I feel like we're close to having seen everything this level has to offer. Outside of Party Bear, this level kind of sucks. Again. But I mean, Party Bear is one of the best things in the entire game, so... Overall, I'd give it a B-. Score free kills. See if maybe I can get this level rolling, but Party Bear didn't spawn, and yeah. Screw this level. I am done with that one. Never liked it very much. I will reward myself with a cutscene, though. I would have gotten had I seen it through. But that's the one we just saw, I think. I think we're onto this one.
The Descent, a violent maelstrom. Nature has a way of bringing the most devious of minds back down to earth. And shortly after the Sawmill Massacre, our psychopaths succumbed to the outdoors, of all things.
Really now, Mr. West, can we stop with the cliched storytelling? This isn't a tale from Narnia. How could you possibly know his motivations for being in that wood? Perhaps he wanted to feel closer to nature. Perhaps he was tired of killing. Just maybe he wanted to feel closer to his victims.
All I know is, when the cops turned up to search the surrounding areas, they turned up nothing. And this was a place right out in the middle of nowhere, so it wasn't like he could have gone far. There was only one possible explanation. He'd managed to hitch a ride out of there.
You think he called the paramedics himself?
Well, it makes sense, right? Splatter yourself with some of the blood at a mass murder scene, and the medics aren't exactly going to be picky about who they pick up. He's breathing, so you get him to the wagon ASAP. Of course, this particular victim was breathing a little too well for his or their own good. I guess they may be adding a new phrase to the ambulance protocol handbook. Never give drugs to a psychopath.
Well, that's a pretty clever escape route. And it got the killer to a pool party. The rampage continues. A rooftop pool party. This is quite similar to the previous rooftop. But you want to step over here. Oh well. I believe the phone just summons more people. Join the rooftop party. You can make the bar collapse and kill the bartender. My recollection is that this level doesn't have much in the way of gimmicks or really anything. You can kill the graffiti artist. His masterpiece is only completed with his death. So really, we did him a favor. Fursuiter wants to go in the AC unit. Okay, no, he wants to go over the edge. I'll just do some random stabbing, but I think we're gonna eventually want to poison the punch. When we kill the bodyguard, people do start going up to the VIP area. There we go. Hulk Hogan and a bunch of random doofuses showed up. The slide is a one-way exit from the VIP area. That can be somewhat useful. Pool is in everyone's eyesight, so you start stabbing in there, you are caught immediately. And there's no escape from the pool except through the ladder. Cops are going to corner you super easily. I like this rainbow plant. I know what it's doing here. Okay, pretty good. Ah, pink-haired girl got away from me. I still got the slide. I can frustrate the cops. Each cop you evade becomes more tenacious and faster. So this is the first cop to show up, and he's lazy and inept and extremely easy to escape from. But Mario broke the slide. And the next cop will be much more dangerous. I don't have any method for dealing with the, 10 people orbiting around the pool in a large group. There we go, that's how that's done. Get people stuck in a little area and you can stab them all. I have no reason to believe that I did it, but I might still get arrested anyway. That AC unit is not on, so I can't throw people in there. Okay, Toga Party, the VIP area. This is a pretty good spot where we can block the only exit and just keep stabbing. Okay, she died. Food poisoning. Wish more people would take the poison punch. For some reason, people can't see into the VIP area, so lucky me. Mario's here and not doing anything, so I'll kill him. Sometimes random people can spawn dressed as Mario, but they won't be invincible like Mario, and they also won't break your escape routes. Don't really know why that happens, but it does. And it's fun to get some revenge on Mario. He knows what he did. He got voiced by Chris Pratt as what? Unforgivable. Julius Caesar, it's almost the Ides of March. Get dead. Okay, cops found me and I have no escape route, so I can run all I want, but they're gonna outrun me. This level just has nothing going for it. It's really hard. It's better than the casino, I think, but not by a wide margin. No gimmicks, no interesting kills. Basically the same as the other rooftop level, but with less going on. Less tricks. Less victims, but still. And none of the people I just killed in the bar collapse were victims, so. That is a trap completely wasted. And that's probably all we need to see of this level. It's filler. I'll throw Mario off the roof and call it a day. Had we successfully completed it, I think we were here.
His craft continued onwards for the next few weeks at pretty full force.
As I understand it, his newfound experience with medicinal drugs really got him fired up, correct?
He just became unrelenting, and the public were completely losing confidence in the police force. Well, no, they'd already lost all confidence. Now they were forming task forces and going out onto the streets themselves looking for him. He even had followers by this point, groups of people who saw what he was doing as some kind of means to a human utopia. We just couldn't keep up with him.
Maybe he was just high and believing that he was a messiah. Regardless, we're coming up on the end. And good news, it's Halloween! This is some funky music for Halloween. So this is where we get all sorts of ridiculous costumes. Like, this zombie is not really a zombie. He's dressed like one. There's this room here, and then it's weird. There's no room like this anywhere else in the game. But it has, like, a little cavern you can sneak through. You go into the alien autopsy room, but this is the one that the cops can follow you into. So it is of no value to you. This may as well have been a door. Instead, it's a secret bookcase. Everyone's going for the poison cauldron. Lucky me. I think, yeah, someone has decided that I'm the killer. Don't know why. We can teleport across the map and basically get away for free. This will summon Mario to destroy my hatch. Call, we get the serial killer. Oh no, just a group of hillbillies showing up in the serial killer mobile. And they just start punching people. Horse kick the guitarist. We can torture people, which instant kills them. We're an incredibly efficient torturer, which is kind of the opposite of torture, if you think about it. The last thing a torturer wants is instant death. Okay, when the cop leaves, I think I'm gonna have to just start stabbing everybody up in the graveyard. Darth Vader is waiting for some attention. Don't mind if I do. And this room is completely worthless to me now, so. Filled with corpses. Nice. Killed the cop. So the horse is done. You get 2 uses of the horse. This might be a good spot for the bomb. Hopefully no one leaves. Yeah, they're sticking around. Get that zombie. Fortunately, a few survivors just went to sleep. I was able to get him. This level has 2 phones, but they're in pretty easy to defend spots, so usually you can get someone while they're trying to get to the phone and take yourself that way. Damn skeleton. SWAT's going berserk on everybody. And they're going home. Job well done, boys. You definitely caught the Mad Halloween bomber. Hide from the cop for a second. And he should be going home as well. Big victories for law enforcement today. For some reason, the DJ exploded. I have no idea why that happened. This guy, I don't think is actually a vendor. I think he's wearing a Halloween costume as the vendor, which suggests some bizarre meta-knowledge that he could not possibly have. Yeah, I got spotted. But if I lead the cop on a wild enough goose chase, he might get sick of me before he gets to me. However, because I evaded it once and killed the second one, that is not the case. Let's see if anything new spawns in, but I think we're done with this level. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything really new to see. We're getting towards the end of the game, so this is pretty difficult. It feels appropriately difficult. If you made it this far, you know the game well enough that you deserve a challenge, and this one seems to fit the bill. Remember this level being pretty fun. For some reason, we can get under the covers of the bed. Ooh, look at me. I'm a sleepy killer. You guys have fun at your party. No new traps spawned. It's almost impossible to hide anybody inside the coffin, because if anyone sees you carrying a body, they will report you to the police, which defeats the purpose of carrying the body. And that's the Halloween level. Had we beaten it, our power of using more and more drugs would have gotten us this cutscene. All right. Guess drugs are just the plot now. On to the campus party. This one is really hard. And the soundtrack sounds like a fart. As an added bonus. Drop a giant chipmunk on a lady. You've got zebras, who are exactly the same as horses. Okay, we can actually go into the party. There are bouncers everywhere in this level, which is what makes it hard. In particular, we really want to get to this left side here, but there's a high concentration of bouncers here. I think I got spotted. So ideally you want change of clothes in that item crate. It's not what I got. Let's see if I can re-roll it. Spike the punch first. You can't stab the bouncer when he's pissed off at you. I just got stun bombs. Might end up having to make do with stun bombs. Or regular bombs. Okay, I blew myself up. We'll at least crack into this level and then figure out a way to show off a satisfying percentage of it, which is not easy. This also starts you extremely far away from the party itself, which is a bit annoying, because you will be replaying this level a lot. Didn't even see that bouncer. And no bouncers guarding the entrance. Yes, one bouncer, hidden behind all the other people. Damn you, Johnny Bravo. Still gonna sneak in, spike the punch, leave. 3 kills up here. People don't usually go in that room. Some real filthy makeouts in the bathroom. And I'm busted anyway. This level simply took me a lot of tries. Get a good run. The bouncer's gonna kill me as soon as I walk in. There, I got the spare clothes. Totally free. Easy every time. Stab the bouncer in the back. Well, I've got the spare clothes. Okay, she couldn't call the cops because my gumball machine blew up. Lucky me. So we know there's a lot of bodies, but we don't know that I did it. Don't know what that flag is next to the extra, extra large burger right below me. I know there's a German flag over in the room with the guitar in the other half of the level. Decent number of people over in the Germany room, too. This trap here is excellent for killing a cop if it's on your tail. Eventually gonna have to take a risk. There's a cop on my tail. Yeah, he's coming this way. He's too old for this shit. Lucky me. Typically, you can squeeze in some free kills while a cop is leaving, because that's like the one time you're guaranteed not to be in risk of getting arrested. I'm gonna throw down a bomb, just see what happens. I don't usually rely on bombs for much. Tends to be a pretty weak pickup. I'm not going to have a lot of escape routes from the SWAT team, though. On my tail. Gonna hide behind this trap for a little while. Ooh, wait, I can probably drop the squirrel? No, the squirrel just killed the sleeping lady. Not a suspect. I'm outside while all this chaos is happening. This guy went to the bathroom. Oh, I'm screwed. Okay. Thankfully, SWAT people are not very diligent. I don't know who I just summoned. It's the slasher. And he's a slasher. He's gonna get arrested soon, but see if he can claim some victims on his way out. No, he's coming right for me. I'd rather he didn't waste my trap. Go get arrested, you jackass. We could have been such a good team. Okay, he's killing other people. Then he's doing a dance, and he's arrested. His dance probably should have been the spinny thing from the end of the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Which really is the only Texas Chainsaw Massacre. At least as far as anyone with taste is concerned. We're just bad in cleanup now. Even if I get spotted, I've got spare clothes. And one victim remains. Yeah, once you crack this level, like once you actually get into it, past its tough outer shell, tends to go pretty quickly and easily. And that's what I wanted to show off. Campus party. Totally ruined.
We're getting close to the end of the story. Isn't that right, John?
A bunch of his avid followers, his so-called party harders, were said to be holding a party down in the San Francisco subway after hours.
And you heard about the party just in time to catch him. Is that correct?
That's what I was hoping.
What was your plan exactly? The last time you encountered this man, it didn't exactly swing in your favor.
I knew exactly what I had to do. It was plain and simple. He had to be stopped.
All right, one last level. We have a party of party harders that we're going to break up. Finally, victims that deserve it. So this final level I actually have to beat because I've never beaten it before. And if we don't kill everybody here, we will not see the game's ending. So let's kill everybody here. Some of them are dressed like me. In fact, a lot of them down on the dance floor there. I'm gonna fit right in. I think the last thing they would want would be to call the police, but they're probably gonna. Oh, look at that, a female party harder. Doesn't even look like our dear departed Katie. Alright, one steam vent kills 2 people. They, of course, go right for the bodyguard? Maybe? Maybe not the cops? Yeah, I intentionally saved this level and did not beat it so that I would have to do so on stream. In you go. Perhaps cops won't be a problem here. You're basically getting to see what it's like to play one of these levels the first time. Go around, you test out all possible traps. I so want to throw this fireman into this fire pit, but he's just an inch too far. Kill her with a zebra. This guy's DJing on a busted police car. That's honestly quite a vibe. Too bad the song he's DJing sucks. Got a gumball machine, and that might be... Okay, there's a milk machine up top. I don't know what that does. I think I just made a phone call. Oh, and we can poison this. A keg in the middle of a big pile of tires. Find out what the milk machine does. Probably a bomb. When in doubt, it's a bomb. Yep. Killed the Juggalo party harder. This thing is actually a conveyor belt. It slows us down going one way, speeds us up going the other. Probably could have crammed more of those throughout the game. Get closer to the fire pits. They don't even realize they're in the presence of a true party hard. Oh, okay, they're gonna arrest... They were going to arrest Julius Caesar. They changed their mind. For some reason, the cop is poisoned. This cop doesn't know what he's doing. But when in doubt, arrest a black guy. Never gets old. Oh my god. That Juggalo's gonna die of food poisoning soon. Shouldn't care if I... Okay, he does care if I kill the bikini lady. But not very much. And for some reason, that guy's gonna go tattle on me. And I have nowhere to escape to, I don't think. Nor any, like, bombs with which to defend myself, but he got sick of me. Next time I won't be so lucky. Mario's tattling on people. So Mario's dead. Anime chick, you're out of here. Out of sight, out of mind. Probably could have gotten the vampire. "20 kills remain." They're spread out, like, exactly viewing distance from one another. There. Like, that kill never happened. Cop's just on cleanup duty. He's not trying to arrest anyone. The kills on them. Get the waiter. No, that'll do. That's a fast clown. The dance floor is nice and clear. Probably score a few kills there. We're actually in decent shape, but any mistake, that would no longer be the case. That guy might be going to call the police on me just because I got too close to him. What is he doing? Civilians can beat you up, but it doesn't kill you. You can just stand back up a few seconds later. But when a civilian beats you up when you're next to a cop, that's when you just get arrested and you can't do anything about it. Yes, anime in the fire barrel. Okay, the subway is perfect for stabbing. But I move very slowly, and there's not much I can do about that. I was gonna go for a few kills. I think I might be able to outrun this cop. He's ridiculously fast. I'm screwed. Get tired. Yes! Thank you, lazy cop. That means... he knows who I am. Now I'm done for. Only a handful of people left, too. Oh, if I'd gone the other way, I could have gotten the cop to get kicked. Oh, never mind. This level is huge and super open. It's really easy to get away from cops. Lucky me, because I am playing badly. Break up the toga party. Gives me a free shot at the vamp. And the skeleton. And the biker and the DJ. Big win. I am very much winning. Now let's see the ending. After I walk slowly all the way to the subway platform. To presumably make my escape.
So, tell me, John, did you find what you were looking for down here?
You fucking tell me, Darius.
You know, John, we're not really that different, you and I. You can make out like you're the heart of gold and I'm the malicious prick here, but you never really tried to stop me, did you?
You say that like I had a choice.
You always had a choice, John. You know that. You're not weak. You allowed me to do these things, John, and now you want to justify it all to yourself. Wash your hands clean of any wrongdoing.
I'm not like you.
Come on, John. Sooner or later you're going to have to admit it to yourself. You enjoy the rush just as much as I do. The splatter, the silence.
Do they really deserve this?
John, look around you. The world is falling to shit. These people, they don't realize how good they've got it. We're doing them all a favor. John, you just spent the last half hour sat here trying to convince yourself what we're doing is wrong. What have you learned?
Someone needs to be thinking about the bigger picture, I guess.
There you go, John. You get it now. Let it go.
Come on, Darius. Let's go home.
The interviewer was the evil mask, convincing John Partyhard to do this. Pretty much the most predictable twist. But I did like that the interviewer turned into Emo Phillips when he revealed that he was truly evil. And that was the, like, actually good, intimidating voice acting, so I'll take it. We get, like, a Devil May Cry 3 playable credit sequence. Seems like police cannot come to this part of town. Oh, I didn't get everybody, though. Oh, well. Pretty good game, and adequate story. Wasn't great or anything, but it was, you know, worth showing off at the cost of several additional minutes of grumbling. So that is the whole entirety of the main game, but we have remix levels. I think they might even be fan-made. Like, it's got the little symbol down here for additional levels you can download from Steam Workshop. I think these are like the best of Steam Workshop that got canonized in a little contest by the developers. And then there's this one that I'll talk about a little later. So the first level is a remix of the last level that we just played. We can play as a cop to do it. Might as well, just for switching things up a little bit. I've never played as the cop because I didn't have it unlocked. But in the cop texture, you can see the Party Hard mask, so... he's a masked killer cop. So, it's the same level, but the remix is that it is the Blade Runner version. So we've got Transformers wandering freely around. DeLorean. Just sort of chilling. Rob the Robot. Just a few weird assets. And those assets are the biggest and most interesting changes from this and the original level. What this is. Oh, I can get other people arrested. That sure is a gimmick. It seems like I might not be able to activate traps as punishment for my my superpower. This level also has this thing, which I can't show off because I'm not allowed to activate traps. So I'm probably gonna have to leave this and choose a different character. But for now, let's just try and win as the cop until I lose. I framed the guy who witnessed me commit a murder, so maybe that'll allow me to get away with it. Gotta kill at least one Transformer, that's for sure. Sleeping Transformers become motorcycles. And I'm arrested. But the cop is a very gimmicky character, which reduces my ability to show stuff off, so get the cop out of here. Guess I gotta go back in here. Play as the regular guy. Really, I just want to show off a couple of traps, like this thing. This It's one of those things where I gotta time it as someone is coming up the stairs. Here we go. See, it's super weird. It just makes a, like, live wire swing out across the threshold and kill whoever's there. That's just an intensely bizarre one. I don't know why that exists, but it's unique to this level. We'll show it off. Like the futuristic bullet train, that's pretty cool. And in general, this level is just like slightly harder with a few new assets. But mostly very, very similar to the level it is remixing. I do like the cool assets, though. The crashed spaceship is probably the best use for the spaceship in this game. It's the same one from the casino level, but now ruined. Now, I did have to beat this level and all of the other remix levels in order to unlock them. You gotta unlock these sequentially, just like the main levels. This remix is the rooftop party. And I hope you like that spaceship, because we have boarded the spaceship. Okay, that's an interesting gimmick. The ninja is always assumed to be the killer. So anytime he gets spotted, he's done for. I don't know what the point of that is, but you got benders to kill, waiter. I attack as a katana. I guess I'm supposed to throw smoke bombs everywhere because I have infinite smoke bombs. That's a silly character that completely changes the nature of all the gameplay, so probably all we need to know about him. I'm saving that guy. So the guards are now Battletoads. They remove the dance floor electrifier, so we can't get 30 kills all at once. Aliens are our targets. We can do the conga line trick, though, because there is, of course, still a golf cart here on the spaceship. A lot of people didn't line up for the conga line because they saw corpses. So this level is, gameplay-wise, barely changed at all from the original level. It has changed all of the art assets. In a way, that's cooler, but it makes actually playing it virtually pointless. Pretty sure this bender is going to call the cops on me. I'll just do some stabbing. Oh, that waiter is trying to go tattle on me. And indeed he did. So whatever, I'm arrested. Just wanted to show off the art assets at that level. The gameplay is pointless. So here, I think this is the one. Yes, this is the best level in the game. Main game or otherwise. This remixes the campground, but it is completely different. Tons of new art assets. Basically everything is redrawn. And that includes like new traps and stuff. So this eyeball in the middle, we need to feed it periodically, or it will go berserk and send tentacles all over the place. And the tentacles will kill us. Just wild nonsense all over the place. The speakers have arms. The hitbox on the Cthulhu that we need to feed is pretty small. You need to take any chance you can get to feed it. Someone called the cops, but the cops just showed up on a rubber duck with laser beam eyes, which started killing other people. That's some free kills for us. Send the love bug to walk across the bottom of the screen and kill everybody. Now if we go over onto that part of the level with the cops, they will just zap us with I-beams. I'm gonna just throw the biker into the eyeball, which is a new mechanic. Normally you cannot place people into stationary traps simply by carrying their unconscious body. But this Cthulhu needs to be fed so badly, he will take unconscious bodies. Stab people over here because they're nice and asleep. Right next to the smoking tree. The love bus can be rigged to explode. Normally there's like 10 people who will go and sleep on it, which gets you a bunch of free quick kills. Gotta feed the eyeball every so often. I also want to feed the tar pit. Ooh, she might volunteer to feed the tar pit. Nope. Okay, I accidentally dialed the phone. Let's see who shows up. Just the fumigator. I feel like this is some kind of dreamland, because people are very, very prone to just falling asleep in this level. Guess I'm caught, but I wanted to reload this level and get some of the other assets that are possible. There's a wide variety of things that can happen when you dial the phone in this level, and one of them absolutely must be seen. See if this is it. Nope, just the fumigator. But if we dial the phone again, maybe something good will happen. Meanwhile, the fumigator should kill some of the sleeping people. Got a ton of people sleeping on the bus. They're done for. Uh-oh. Blew myself up. All on myself again. Probably get the fumigators. Yep. Dial myself on the pyramid. See what happens. Got a bunch of sleeping clones. Take care of them before the duck boat to Guam shows up. Feed the tar pit. Do it. Okay. Well, ignore the tar pit because a giant ass has appeared. The shit rainbows on us. I don't know what the rainbows do. I don't think they do anything at all. But that is an amazing art asset. It just shows by, does something, and then goes away. I'll miss you, giant tattooed ass. Now we can probably feed the tar pit. Oh, the rainbow abducted a cop? I missed that. Can't complain about it, though. A few more steps. You can... There he is. He's in the tar pit. And the tar monster loves it. The ducks are here. I gotta feed Cthulhu. Set off some bombs. If I die or get busted or complete this level, we'll move on, but this is a really, really, really good level. So thoroughly remixed, you can like barely even see the DNA of the original in it. And everything they added is really cool. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this one is fan-made. Why did you decide that I'm the killer? I don't get these victims sometimes. Come on, giant ass. Okay, it beamed down. This weird, distorted cop. In party shorts. I don't know what that even is that I'm looking at, but it's got me. And it's taking me out of the level. Back to the ass planet. Which, I'm not even going to replay the level. I'm just going to accept my fate. And go live on the ass planet. Onward. To whatever this is. Oh god. This is the Kaizo hack. So. We only have to kill 26 people. But if we step over here, there are 100 SWAT guys that chase us. And like 10 bodyguards. Over on the right side of the level. Oh god, there's bodyguards everywhere. There's another swarm of SWAT guys. And behind that swarm of SWAT guys is one of the 26 victims. You always get the exact same layout in this level. Almost all of the traps have been removed. Pretty much the only way in is through here. Bodyguards don't count as victims. So you don't have to kill them, but you also pretty much have to kill them. Now the phone call just adds a bunch of random hillbillies. But like I said, this is the Kaizo hack. This level is extremely, ridiculously hard. Much, much harder than any of the levels in the main game. Or any of the other remix levels, for that matter. All we need to kill are the waiters, the band, and the VIP. But the vast majority of the level is not accessible. And they give us 5 bombs. We need all of those bombs to deal with the wall of SWAT guys over here. Someone called the cops on us? The only way to deal with that, because there are no escape routes, and very little of the level we even have access to, is to lure them towards this side of the level, get them to cross the stage. The next cop will be tenacious enough to follow us across the stage. But we can use the live wire trap to deal with that cop. So this requires deep, intimate knowledge of all the game's AI idiosyncrasies. You gotta manipulate them. Oh yeah, if you use the phone, it just summons additional guys that you need to kill. So don't use the phone. But that cowboy got arrested. I kind of want to show how to get through the SWAT team to get to the VIP. But you have to kill basically everyone else to get to that point. And it's super slow and annoying. Okay, we killed each other. No, I got knocked down by a chef, which is fine. Chefs cannot actually hurt me. Slow me down a bit. We're probably pretty much done with this level. Don't see this being any fun nor in any way interesting. Oh, I got arrested by a bodyguard. That's that bullshit level. Oh, he just knocked me down. I don't know why. But the thing about the AI is they can't spot bodies and they can't spot you while they're running. They have to make it to their destination, then they can freak out and do dangerous things. If we lure the cop across the stage, he might be tenacious enough to make it. That's when we zap him with a live wire. We might end up having to do that 3 or 4 times. That bodyguard has perched, so he will be able to spot me and kick my ass. It is around at this point that we actually want to start breaking across the dance floor and using our bombs. Too many bodyguards. Okay, no one actually blames me for the murders. That's good. He does. So we piss off the SWAT guys. We place a bomb. We lure them to the other side. They get bored and they go back right as the bomb explodes. We need to do that a bunch of times. I have no way to escape the police right now. You just kind of have to get lucky. This level's too hard and no fun. But I've beaten it before, so I can skip it. Onward to the boat. The boat also has a new gimmick. It is basically unchanged, except that you have to beat it within 3 minutes. So just keep stabbing. When in doubt, throw poison everywhere, set up bombs, gather your weapons, and stab, stab, stab. Stab the night away. Gotta know exactly when the cops will get lazy. You gotta get lucky on the weapons you get. No one was around to get fumigated. So having wasted almost a full minute already, there's virtually no chance. However, smoke grenades are pretty good. Just right in front of the cop boat, stab everybody. This is a good time to have the event where the boat partially sinks and kills everybody on the back deck. That's a bunch of free kills when that happens. Throw you into the shark. Make an escape. Cops can grab you while you're going through a door. The animation has to complete, or it doesn't count as an escape. Oh, and I passed up on so many victims while I was running away from the cop. There's a real Mario. I'll go find some escape route to break soon. Oh, he's breaking this one. I'm honestly not sure why. So, only 30 seconds to kill 10 more people. Cops can pretty much see through smoke, so if you stab somebody in front of a cop, even with a smoke screen up, they'll probably aggro. But yeah, that's this level. It's a neat little gimmick, because it takes one of the best levels and makes it much harder. We've seen it. There's nothing of value to be gained here by beating it. But I will admit to having had some fun beating it previously. This is kind of the opposite. Instead of kill everybody within 3 minutes, survive for 5 minutes. Got a bunch of military guys. They're our friends this time. We have to survive a zombie onslaught. The traps are reprogrammed to be in our favor. They won't hurt the military guys. The military guys are our friends. They will kill zombies, and zombies will not clog them, so that you can reuse the traps after they kill a zombie. The only exception is this trap over here. This one is glitched, and anyone who touches it will die, and the trap will stay closed forever. We've also got random survivors throughout the building. We can kill them. I believe the point of the survivors is they will distract the zombies. Zombies will go for them after they get into the building. And that makes it easier for you to escape. No one needs to see me hide in a corner for 5 minutes, so... Yeah, the Psycho Sting is just in the game. If you kill enough enemies, that'll just play. I think it had stacked multiple Psycho themes on top of each other because I stabbed so many people in a row. And now it's glitched out and playing at random intervals. Oh, at least I got to show that off once. So your point as the player is pretty much to just go around and reset the traps. You can stab the zombies as well. It's a bit risky. And honestly, 5 minutes is not that hard to survive. The zombies aren't exactly smart. If you set up a trap right as the zombie is walking over it, the trap will still kill you. And I got zombified. This is a fun enough level, but yeah. It's a gimmick. You've seen more than enough of it. Now for a remix of the Halloween level, the last of the remix levels. This level has 50 enemies. But just one. There's one enemy. Just a vampire who runs over to the mailbox and says some vampire stuff. Get back here, vampire. Why are you so fast? gimmick to this level is that skeletons will spawn in pretty frequently until you eventually get up to 50 total targets. These tombstones over here, they are sleeping skeletons. So they'll just get up and come fight us every so often. But even when all the sleeping skeletons wake up, that is not the total 50. Additional skeletons will spawn in from off-screen and walk into the game. So, yeah. Nothing much going on here. And it involves a lot of waiting. Which is exactly why I didn't play the last level and why I won't be playing this level. Nonetheless, the tombstones that turn into skeletons are kind of funny. Also, some of the vampires' quotes are kind of cute. They remind me of the Principal Shadow from Darkened Sky. We'll return him to the coffin from whence he came. Kill the DJ, who just keeps on spinning. And most of this level, you're just gonna wait right about here and swing your knife as you get spotted by skeletons. Stab them as they're making their way towards the phone. It's not very difficult. And it's anticlimactic. You were hoping for a good level to end the remixes on? You're not going to get it. So that is all of the levels from the main Party Hard game. This is a DLC level. It's a castle. You can only play as one character in the castle.
The night is dark,
It's got another grumbly narration cutscene sort of thing.
but a full moon came, and here they are.
It's too long and it has nothing to say, so I'm skipping it. So like I said, this is DLC, but it is free. Free to download. There's a DLC pack that just gives you this level. And if you beat this level, you can play as this character in any level. Killing enemies aggroes all the other enemies onto you. The music here is actually pretty good, which maybe not a first for this game, but it's among the first. These guys have cross symbols over their head, which means they're gonna get up. Unless we dump holy water on their corpses. We have unlimited uses of holy water, but there's a cooldown after each use. And every enemy can kill us if they touch us once. This level takes a super long time to beat. The dog is cool though. Let's see if I can get the dog to do something. Skeletons don't seem to care. All the assets are unique. If we kill somebody with traps, the enemies don't care. They still get angry because they're all like, I don't know, zombies or ghouls of some kind. There. The dog instant killed somebody once they're aggroed onto you. You don't even need to use the holy water. And then the dog despawns. The dog will reappear in a short while. But this is definitely by far the longest level in the game. So, also not conducive to being streamed. Dog is back. So many enemies are aggroed. There's another one dead. just kind of a tedious level. For some reason, you can climb over this wall. There's absolutely nothing back here, but I guess the enemies can't get back here. You can just sit here and wait for them to leave. Feels like the majority of this level is waiting. So even though this level is free to download, it is reviewed rather poorly. Because it's so slow. So that's enough of that. There was another DLC pack. This one was paid. I got it for $1. It's normally like $5. Called High Crimes. One of the levels is apparently pornographic. That's interesting. We're finally going to take out... not this guy. You know, I've never played as that guy. I don't know what his deal is. I'm going to take out the serial killer. So I thought the pun with High Crimes is that we were going to, like, climb ivory towers and kill higher-up business executives and stuff. The plot is that there's a drug epidemic, and we're bad at drug users, so we're going to slaughter them. This level, the goal isn't to kill everybody. It's to kill the drug dealer who is up in the top left there, behind guard dogs. Guard dogs, as soon as they see you, they kill you. You cannot escape them. You can't do anything. What you can do to distract them is to feed them. In order to feed them, you need food. Here's the food vendor. In order to get the food, you need 30 bucks. In order to get 30 bucks, you need to murder everybody. So you essentially still need to kill everybody. The gimmick of the serial killer is you can periodically rev your chainsaw when you do that, you just go on a killing spree. There's the Rottweiler who instant kills you. Your chainsaw killing spree only lasts like 5 seconds. Our guy has no stamina. Oh yeah, the dog. The spawn point of the dog is right next to the gate. So this level is too frustrating and I hate the storyline, so I've never beaten it. You have to beat it to get to the other levels of the DLC. As far as I can tell, the DLC is really not worth your time. But I like the base game. It's possible that someday I will come back and show off the High Crimes DLC, because maybe these other levels are interesting. Clearly it's a police department and a porno set, which you probably shouldn't mass slaughter sex workers, but... well, this guy is gonna. And then you get to, like, a business building and ruin their business. There is also a Party Hard 2. I might show that off someday. Although, reviews are mixed. I think they lean positive, but only slightly. So I think we might have seen the best that Party Hard has to offer. Which, in my opinion, is really, really good. I like this game a lot. Shame about the DLC. And possibly the sequel. Also, for some reason, there's a spin-off called Party Hard Tycoon, in which you simply create parties. Successful, profitable parties. And I don't know, you just try to, like, make the most money off your parties as possible. I haven't played Party Hard Tycoon. I don't think there's any murders in it. It has been in early access for 6 years and hasn't been updated in a long, long time. Actually, it hasn't been updated in 6 years. It's been in early access even longer. So that's a weird oddity that I don't know why it exists. But for some reason, Party Hard is a interesting franchise that probably should have just been this one very good game. Thanks for joining me for pointless, arbitrary slaughter of people who made the mistake of throwing a party.